we want to remember, especially on today's date that this video is going up, that it's a very, very historic timing. At the dusk of today, March 27th, we're entering into the time of the Passover, and it started with the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and then eventually the slaughter of the Lamb, which happened within the period of time from the night that Jesus met with his apostles to the following day where he was arrested, arraigned, and then executed, which ended business at 3 o'clock in the world, in reality on the debt. But symbolically, those who don't accept this keep operating as if the debt's continuing, violating the scripture of Colossians chapter 2, 13 to 15. So this is a spiritual journey, and when you realize the event on Jesus, they basically were trying to place an act of God into an active state. And they were going to fail in reality on this. But if you don't see the relationship or the understanding of how these things connect, you're going to have a hard time, embracing the truth that will be revealed to you through this. And again, I always tell people, you're going to be going to the Bible to get the answer. You're not going to me. I'm researching the Bible to get the answers. I'm not researching so much the legal system. The legal system is divulged, basically to those who are definitely on a spiritual path. So I'm running more into people that are from a legal path trying to get to a spiritual path. It's a spiritual path, and you will comprehend the world of the lost that are out there. I call those the widows and the fatherless, spoken of in James. So I hope that the journey that I'm on in the pure worship before God is actually visiting those that are the fatherless and the widows, those that are part of the Adamic sin, where Adam caused Eve to be a widow and all his children to be fatherless until Christ arrived as the last Adam. So review what I just said there, because it is a mouthful, but it's very comprehensible if you look at it. So the certificate that is issued is really an imperfect gift, and equity will not basically complete an imperfect gift. The surname represents the imperfection of man, sin, debt, and therefore it can never be perfected. It's deliberate. Even though people that are involved in humanism, human resources, people like Bill Gates, these are humanists who believe in humanism and the power of money and the control of imperfect title to mislead many to believe that they can perfect themselves. You cannot perfect yourself. Only God can bring you to perfection. And so therefore, you will never reach perfection by active state. You'll be reaching perfection by act of God. In fact, equity states equity will not complete an imperfect gift, and equity will not allow a statute to be used as a cloak of fraud. So on here, even though the cloak of fraud is the surname, it's a fictitious name, it will not be allowed to be used, against an active state. So you have to understand that the rules are set in place, and God places the rules. So continue to watch the videos. We'll get more into active state and active God in the next video.